video the exact food you need to trigger the fastest GFR improvement I have ever seen. This patient, she was told to prepare for dialysis, but with a simple nutrition intervention, her GFR jumped back to 112 in 13 days. Catherine here, I'm a doctor of natural medicine. I've shared many case reports here, but what we are going to see today is different. A woman's GFR went straight back to 112 in a matter of days, and with just simple dietary changes. Incredible! But this really happened. The study was published on a prestigious medical journal, as you can see. And here's the thing, her doctors were probably just as shocked as I am. They were literally testing her GFR every day, probably just to see how high was it going to go. And it went all the way back to 112. She went from stage 4 back to stage 1. So, if you are sick and tired of hearing there is nothing we can do, this video is for you. I will share with you the 5 nutritional interventions that will give you the best chance of doing what this woman just did. Don't miss my number 1. That will be all about going from theory to practice. Before that, let's start with one of the tips that saved this woman's kidneys. This is our number 5 for today. Number 5. Stop obsessing over what you can't eat. Start focusing on what saves your kidneys instead. Listen, I get it. If you are on a renal diet, you've probably got so many forbidden foods that your fridge runs on guilt instead of electricity. And of course, you are probably being constantly reminded on social media that if you eat this or that food, your kidney will explode. But guys, here's the truth. Following a diet that's too restrictive never works. It's a proven fact. A diet that's too restrictive only leads to dialysis. Now, some good news! Look at my infographic. Your diet doesn't have to be that strict. You can eat a lot more foods than you actually think. And these foods can make a huge positive difference. I'll prove it to you. Take beets, for example. They have huge kidney protecting benefits, not just because they slash high blood pressure, but also because of all of the antioxidants. This is a real superfood, something you want to eat every day. And yet, most kidney patients are scared of the potassium they have. Don't be! Look at my infographic on screen. Even if you need to limit potassium, all that it takes is a quick potassium leaching, and beets will be 100% safe for anyone. Just 125 milligrams of potassium per portion. Less than an apple. I mean, imagine having to avoid one of the healthiest foods on earth for no reason whatsoever. Same for both white and sweet potatoes. Yes, you don't need to avoid them, just to double boil them. I mean, as you can see, after double boiling, the potassium content of potatoes is completely in the safe range. Stop avoiding these super tasty foods. And let's talk about yams. Purple yams, or ube in particular. The list of health benefits this food boasts is endless. Purple yams get their deep, distinct color from anthocyanins, which are potent plant berry. Yams are actually a rich source of dietary fiber and resistant starch, great to help the beneficial gut bacteria. This combination of nutrients makes them great for kidney health because they also help relax blood vessels and lower blood pressure. A food that's just as healthy is the cauliflower. Eating cauliflower regularly can help lower bad cholesterol, reduce arterial plaque buildup, and regulate blood pressure. Stop avoiding it. Same for carrots, yams, batata, winter squash, mushrooms, and more. Imagine how much better your diet is going to be when you start to add all these foods back. And all you need to do is double boiling them. This is a simple process any CKD patient should know how to do. But if you don't, take a screenshot now. This is how you do it. And guys, there is actually more. You see, the foods in the lower part of my infographic, you can't double boil them, but you can still safely eat them as long as you cut your portion in half. I mean, half a banana? It contains the same potassium as an apple. Why one is safe and the other isn't? Doesn't make sense, right? So a question for you guys. Have you been avoiding these foods for the wrong reason? Let's talk about it in the comment section. Because guys, adding these foods back to your diet, it really makes a difference. Science is very clear on this. The more fruit and veggies you eat, the more the chances of improving your kidney function. So let's go a bit deeper about foods that can actually help improving your GFR. Number 4, let's talk about high fiber foods that are naturally low in potassium. Because while you were choking down plain chicken, your kidneys were screaming for fiber like they were going through withdrawal. Look at this medical paper. It doesn't just casually suggest fiber helps. It says fiber is the difference between your kidneys clocking out at 90 or calling in sick at 50 with a one-way ticket to the dialysis chair. So question, how do we increase fiber intake without getting too much potassium? Well, take a look at my infographic. Here's what I want you to do. If your goal is avoiding the chair, start every single meal with a fiber-rich food, alright? For example, start your lunch with an apple or a pear. And whatever you do, do not peel it. That peel is exactly where all the heavy-duty kidney protection lives. At dinner, eat your salad, cucumbers, carrots, or zucchini before you touch the rest of your plate. For breakfast, you need to turn rolled oats into an absolute daily staple. And what about the rest of the day? Easy, keep your kidney-saving snacks totally visible. Store whole grain, low-sodium crackers on the counter. Try freezing grapes, bananas, or store-bought berries so you always have a safe snack ready to go. Speaking of berries, look at my table. Raspberries, cranberries, blueberries. They are insanely low in potassium but packed with massive amounts of fiber. There is a very real reason every nephrologist on earth recommends them. Now, here is the ultimate secret weapon for snacking: popcorn. Most people think popcorn is just movie theater junk food, but in reality, intact air pop popcorn is an absolute fiber powerhouse. It is loaded with insoluble fiber that acts like a scrub brush, literally cleaning out your digestive tract. But listen closely, you must buy plain kernels and air pop them yourself. Use spices for flavor. If you drown it in butter, salt, caramel, or buy those toxic microwave bags, all the kidney-saving benefits vanish instantly. Now, look back at the infographic. I want to show you a food so insanely rich in fiber it makes berries look like they aren't even trying. The shredded wheat biscuit. Yes, the absolute king of low potassium fiber is a processed morning cereal heavily marketed to constipated people on a diet. Who could have guessed? But hey, trust me, your filters do not care if a food comes in a box as long as it has zero added sugar or toxic phosphate. And this bad boy, it has exactly one ingredient: whole wheat. That is it. And that is why you absolutely need to consider it for your diet. Because guys, do you want to end up in dialysis soon? Then go ahead and blindly cut out your fruits and vegetables. Science absolutely proves it. And yet, millions of CKD patients have been brainwashed into believing that bananas and tomatoes are terrifying. Guys, telling a kidney patient to avoid all fruits and vegetables is exactly like finding out someone's house is on fire and then telling them that using water is too risky. I mean, that is not medicine. That is a goddamn tragedy with a copay. Okay, let's move on. Number 3, let's talk about fiber supplement. Because now you might ask, why go to all that trouble? Wouldn't it be better to just take Reno Fiber and call it a day? Well, you are onto something, because while food is amazing, getting all the fiber you need in a day from foods is not easy, especially if you need to limit potassium. My fiber supplement, on the other hand, is not just potassium-free. It might even help decrease serum potassium levels. Yes, this isn't just fiber. This is a specialized type of fiber that has been used in clinical trials to get CKD patients off dialysis. It's true. Look at this study. In the study on the screen right now, 9, not just one, 9, not just one, but 9 end-stage patients were able to stop dialysis completely, all thanks to the exact specific fiber inside Reno Fiber. Now imagine what Reno Fiber can do for your kidneys if you start taking it right now, alright, before you reach end-stage kidney disease. Because here's the thing, Reno Fiber is a heavy-duty kidney cleanser. It acts like a sponge right into your gut. It traps the toxic ammonia, it traps the urea, it traps the creatinine, and it sweeps them right out the emergency exit. so your precious kidneys never have to filter them. If you are tired of watching your numbers drop and want to aggressively scrub those toxins out of your blood, now is your chance. Visit renobiotech.co right now or click the link in the description and get your supply of Reno Fiber today. But never forget the golden rule of kidney health. Supplements are your high-octane boost. Real food is your absolute foundation. You need both to survive. So now let's move on. Number 2, let's talk about how to actually lower your potassium levels naturally. Because here's the thing, I constantly get asked this question, but my potassium is too high already. What should I do? The answer is simple. If your serum potassium is creeping above a 5 or if it is dangerously close to getting there, the alarms should be ringing. You need to take action immediately. Take a hard look at my infographic. This is your exact battle plan if your serum potassium is out of range. Because let me tell you a secret. Simply throwing away your bananas will not save you. It might even make it worse. You have to attack the root cause. Science proves it. So let's jump straight into the exact tips you need to force that serum potassium back down to normal. First of all, get things moving. If you are constipated, you have a major problem. Constipated isn't just uncomfortable. It literally traps toxic potassium inside your system. Absolutely nothing decreases potassium as fast as fixing your constipation. How to beat constipation safely? Use Reno Fiber to safely boost your intake. Drink more water if your fluid limits allow it. And heavily lean on fruits with powerful natural laxative properties like plums and papaya. If you need to, take an over-the-counter laxative. Just get it out of your system. So that was our first step to get your serum potassium back to safety. Here's a simple tip for patients with diabetes. If you have diabetes, avoid blood sugar spikes. High blood sugar physically shoves potassium out of your cells and dumps it directly into your bloodstream. This raises your levels to extreme danger zones. This is exactly why diabetic patients are at such a massive risk for high potassium levels. Now guys, you probably notice I am not giving you a diet recipe to fix this specific issue. There is a reason for that. If your glucose is so severely out of control that it is actively jacking up your potassium, you do not need a new salad recipe. Nope. You need medical attention. Do not wait. Take action immediately. A blood sugar level that high will cause massive, irreversible damage to your kidneys. You probably need insulin. Third, this is for patients on dialysis. If you are on dialysis and your potassium is too high, well, that's not supposed to happen. You must alert your clinic team the second you notice it. Look, that dialysis machine keeping you alive, it is not very sophisticated. It's a technology from the 40s. It is basically a giant plumbing system that has to be fine-tuned manually by your team. Having high serum potassium on your labs means it hasn't been set properly. If that is your issue, eating bland food won't help at all. Fourth tip, this is probably the most important. Watch your blood pressure pills. If you have hard to control blood pressure, you have to treat it holistically, not just by swallowing a handful of meds. Common medications like ACE inhibitors or ARBs are actually considered one of the primary triggers for high serum potassium in CKD patients. So make sure you are not just blindly taking pills but actually supporting your blood pressure with the right diet and lifestyle choices, alright? I talk a lot about what to eat to protect your kidneys and lower your blood pressure in my videos, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel. By the way guys, if you are looking at these tips and wondering, my potassium is high, which one of these should I do? The answer is all of them. This is a mandatory checklist, alright? If even one of these boxes is left unchecked, you are absolutely not receiving the proper treatment for your CKD. And listen to me, there is zero chance of improving your GFR if massive foundational things like your blood pressure and blood sugar are running wild. I hope I made that crystal clear. Okay guys, number 1 for today. Let's see a menu similar to what the patient of our case report is following. This is exactly what I am talking about. This patient got her kidney function back to normal with a nutritional intervention. Now it's your turn. It's time to stop guessing and start putting all of these life-saving science-backed theories into practice. Take a screenshot right now because this is it guys. This is the menu. Before we begin, this menu is for educational purposes to show you how these tips work together. You must review any dietary changes with your nephrologist or renal dietitian to ensure it matches your specific lab results. Let's take a look now, starting with your high fiber breakfast. You have to start your day by laying down a massive foundation of safe fiber and targeted antioxidants. Start with a warm bowl of plain rolled oats. Oats are your absolute fiber staple. Cook them with water. Avoid dairy to keep protein and phosphorus low. Top it with a small handful of fresh blueberries or raspberries. Super high fiber, incredibly low potassium, and a sprinkle of flax seeds for those fire-extinguishing omega-3s. Okay, time for lunch, the low GI power meal. Remember the golden rule? You must start every single meal with a fiber-rich food. The starter, a pear or apple. Do not peel it. That peel is exactly where the protective fiber lives, alright? The main course, quinoa or buckwheat, power bowl. These are your low GI super carbs. They give you massive energy without spiking your blood sugar. Mix in a heavy serving of carrots and cauliflower, but they must be double boiled to reach the potassium. The dressing. Drench it in extra virgin olive oil, your liquid ibuprofen to crush inflammation, and add fresh diced garlic. Pro tip, chop the garlic and let it sit for 5 minutes before eating to activate the blood pressure lowering allicin. Okay, your afternoon snack now, the fiber wrecking ball. When you get hungry between meals, you need snacks that clean out your digestive tract without loading your blood with toxic phosphorus or potassium. Option 1, a bowl of air pop popcorn, or option 2, 1 shredded wheat biscuit. This is great if you want to lower calorie intake. Time for dinner. This is the anti-inflammatory feast. Time to put out the smoldering fire in your kidneys and prepare your body to heal overnight. The starter, a fresh green salad, lettuce, cucumbers. Eat this first to trap toxins in your gut. Dress it simply with extra virgin olive oil and lemon. The main course, sauteed cruciferous veggies and beets. Load up your plate with cabbage and broccoli. Cruciferous veggies convert it into sulforaphane, one of the strongest anti-inflammatories on earth. Add a serving of beets or sweet potatoes. Again, double boil them to trim out the potassium. The seasoning, aggressively spice this meal with ginger and rosemary. Avoid the salt shaker entirely. So there you have it, guys. The diet is the most important step towards a better kidney function. And what we just saw is a powerful renal diet. And guys, if you want to see more foods, you can add my video up here is for you, and this is all for today. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. Bye!